Electric vehicles, or EVs, are everywhere these days. They're sleek, quiet, and promise a cleaner future without gas pumps or oil changes. Celebrities drive them, governments push for them, and ads make them look like the ultimate ride. But here's a surprising twist. Many people who buy their first EV end up regretting it. Why? It turns out that switching to electric isn't as smooth as it seems. Let's start with the hype. EVs are sold as the cars of tomorrow. Tesla's Elon Musk tweets about how they're revolutionizing the world, and companies like Ford and GM are pouring billions into electric models. But according to a 2023 study by McKinsey & Company, about 46% of EV owners in the US said they might switch back to gas-powered cars for their next purchase. That's almost half. And a more recent survey from J.D. Power in 2024 found that satisfaction among first-time EV buyers dropped significantly after the first year. So what's going wrong? One big reason is the sticker shock, and not just at the dealership. EVs cost more upfront than similar gas cars. The average new EV in 2025 goes for around $55,000, while a comparable gas sedan might be $35,000. Sure, there are tax credits like the $7,500 federal incentive, but not everyone qualifies, and once you drive it home, the value drops fast. Used EVs depreciate quicker than traditional cars. Data from IC Cars shows that EVs lose about 49% of their value in the first 5 years compared to 39% for gas cars. Imagine spending your savings on a shiny new EV, only to find out it's worth half as much when you try to sell it. That's a regret that hits hard in the wallet. Take Sarah from California. She bought a Nissan Leaf in 2022, excited about saving on gas, but when she needed to upgrade, the resale value was dismal. "I thought I'd get most of my money back," she shared in a Reddit thread. "Instead, I lost thousands." Stories like hers are common on forums like evowners.com, where threads titled "Buyer's Remorse" fill pages. Why the fast drop? EVs evolve quickly. New models with better batteries come out every year, making older ones feel outdated. Plus, battery tech improves, so buyers prefer the latest versions. Now let's talk about charging. It's the EV equivalent of filling up at a gas station, but way more complicated. Gas takes 5 minutes. Charging can take 30 minutes to hours, depending on the charger. Home charging sounds easy, but not everyone has a garage or driveway. Apartment dwellers often struggle with public stations, which can be broken or occupied. A 2024 report from the US Department of Energy says only about 80% of public chargers are reliable. That's like pulling up to a gas pump and finding it out of order 1 in 5 times. Range anxiety is real. It's that fear of running out of juice midway. Most EVs promise 200-300 miles per charge, but real-world driving cuts that down. Hills, highways, or heavy loads drain the battery faster. In a Consumer Reports survey from 2025, 37% of EV owners cited range as their top complaint. Picture this. You're on a family road trip, and the battery dips low. You search for a charger, but the nearest one is 50 miles away. Stressful, right? One owner in Texas told the New York Times, "I love my EV for city driving, but vacations? Forget it. We rent a gas car now. Cold weather makes it worse. Batteries hate the cold. Efficiency drops by up to 40% in freezing temps. In places like Chicago or Minnesota, EV owners report losing half their range in winter." A study by the Norwegian Automobile Federation tested popular models and found that in sub-zero weather, ranges plummeted. Heat isn't great either. Air conditioning saps power. Traditional gas cars don't have this issue. They might use a bit more fuel, but they keep going. EV regrets spike in extreme climates, where owners feel like they're constantly planning around the weather. Battery life is another hidden regret. Manufacturers promise 8 to 10 years or 100,000 miles, but real degradation happens. After a few years, your 300-mile range might shrink to 250. Replacing a battery? That's $5,000 to $20,000 depending on the model. Teslas are on the higher end. A 2024 investigation by Recurrent Auto analyzed thousands of used EVs and found that 10% needed battery work before 100,000 miles. Owners like Mike from Florida posted on forums, "My Chevy Bolt's battery recall cost me weeks without a car. Now I'm paranoid about it failing again." Don't forget the infrastructure woes. The US has about 60,000 public charging stations in 2025, but that's nothing compared to 168,000 gas stations. And they're not evenly spread. Big cities have plenty, but rural areas? Sparse. The Biden administration's plan to add 500,000 more by 2030 is underway, but it's slow. In Europe, where charging is denser, regrets are lower, per a 2024 Deloitte survey. Here, many first-timers underestimate the hassle. One EV blogger wrote, "I thought apps would solve everything, but fighting for spots at chargers feels like the Hunger Games. Hidden costs add up too. Electricity isn't free. Home charging bills can rival gas if rates are high. In California, peak hour charging doubles the cost. Insurance for EVs is pricier by 20-30%, says Bankrate, because repairs are expensive. Parts like batteries aren't cheap, and not every mechanic knows EVs. Tires wear faster due to the heavy weight. EVs are 20% heavier than gas cars, leading to more road damage and quicker replacements. Lifestyle mismatches cause regrets. EVs shine for short commutes, but if you tow trailers, haul gear, or drive long distances, they're not ideal. Pickup trucks like the Ford F-150 Lightning sound cool, but towing halves the range. A 2025 test by Car and Driver showed a Lightning's range dropping from 320 to 140 miles while pulling a boat. Families with multiple kids might find EVs cramped or lacking in options. And what about sound? Some miss the engine roar. EVs are silent, which is great for peace but boring for enthusiasts. Software glitches plague EVs too. They're like rolling computers with over-the-air updates, but bugs happen. Tesla owners report phantom braking or screen freezes. A 2024 JD Power study ranked EVs lower in initial quality due to tech issues. One owner complained to the Better Business Bureau, "My infotainment system crashes weekly. It's distracting and dangerous." Resale woes tie back to everything. With so many new EVs flooding the market, sales hit 1.2 million in the US in 2024. Used prices tank. Hertz, the rental giant, sold off 20,000 Teslas in 2024 at huge losses because of high repair costs and low demand. This floods the market, dropping values further. Edmunds data shows a 2022 Model 3 worth $25,000 now, down from $45,000 new. But it's not all doom. Some owners love their EVs, no gas smells, instant torque, and lower maintenance. Regrets are highest among first-timers who didn't research. A Plug-in America survey found that 90% of long-term owners would buy again, but only 70% of newbies. So why do so many regret? It boils down to mismatched expectations. Ads show perfect scenarios, but reality includes planning charges, dealing with weather, and facing costs. Toyota and Honda, those boring reliables from our example, thrive because they're predictable. No surprises. EVs, they're exciting but unpredictable. If you're thinking EV, test drive extensively. Rent one for a week, check your area's chargers, calculate total costs. The future is electric, but for now, it's not for everyone. Many learn that the hard way. Let's hear from experts. Dr. Emily Carter, an energy professor at Princeton, says, EVs are transformative, but infrastructure lags. Buyers regret when they expect seamless integration. Auto analyst Sam Abulsamid from Guidehouse Insights adds, first-gen adopters face teething problems. As tech matures, regrets will drop. Real stories drive it home. On TikTok, EV regret has millions of views. One video from @EVLifeHacks shows a guy stranded at a charger. Day 3 of owning an EV, already questioning my life choices. Forums like Inside EVs overflow with threads. Sold my EV after 6 months, back to hybrid. Data backs it. A 2025 AAA survey, 28% of Americans cite charging as a barrier. In China, where EVs dominate, regrets are lower due to cheap models and dense networks. Here, it's a mixed bag. Performance regrets include handling. EVs are heavy, so they don't corner like sports cars. Acceleration is fun, 0-60 in 3 seconds, but batteries limit top speed endurance. Maintenance, less oil changes, but brake regen is great. Still, when things break, it's specialized. A fender bender might total an EV if the battery's damaged. Environmental angle, EVs are greener long-term, but mining batteries has issues. Some regret the green label when learning about cobalt mining. Family fit, kids, car seat space, EVs like the ID.4 work, but minivans are rare. Aging tech, your EV software might not update forever. Tesla promises longevity, but others? Future outlook. By 2030, better batteries, faster charging, regrets might fade. In summary, EV regrets stem from cost, convenience, and surprises. Research thoroughly, don't jump in blindly. The road to electric is bumpy, but smoothing out.